Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to August. No, I'm kidding. Welcome, guys. We're starting season 6 today. I am very, very, very excited. After probably my most favorite season of the series thus far, my journey, and even some of the best television I've seen in animation. I love season 5 so much. So I'm really curious how they're gonna follow that act. And we'll be going through the gauntlet once again. So remember, I don't know. I thought I was gonna say more, but not really. I just really want to get into it. I do have some fruit today because, well, I haven't eaten breakfast. This is kind of my breakfast right now. So if you hear a little munching, I apologize. But I gotta eat something to be entertained with season 6. Subscribe, like the video. We're on season 6 now. Go on Patreon for the early access to other seasons. Alright, without further ado, let us get into another season. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 6, Episode 1 and 2. The Crystalling, Part 1 and 2. Oh, and will we see Starlight in the opening? Yes, they do? I didn't see Starlight there. Yeah, okay, so they did make the change for the cutie mark, but there's no Starlight. Yes!
Got it.
Even though that was the most easiest prediction ever.
Which way is the throne room? Parents bring it before the Crystal Heart. They get that much the whole empire will show up. That hasn't happened in a millennia.
Ah, wow.
What is something about the Crystal Empire? Huh, funny you should
She's
mention
crying.
it,
I don't know, man.
I just narrowed your sunburst. Of course, that's just one idea. We could
also Ooh. Making
friends with a griffin is out.
Dang. What a panic.
No. Those all sound great.
The first, imagine that your first mission is to like make amends or reconnect. Song time? Oh no, it's flashback time. How's he gonna be so many years later? This might be what we saw with
I guess it's not
Rara,
surprising
right?
that Sunburst got his. I mean, he's probably some big important wizard now, and I can't even find my way around Twilight's castle.
I imagine,
Well,
like, what if he's not? He's like just an average Joe.
You should talk to Twilight. I'm an
Oh,
aunt.
it happened!
Well, since
I got
we're
some
going to the
goosebumps there.
Crystal Empire, is that? Oh, just a little something for the.
Aw,
We make 'em for all the
I like that.
And any pony I can't wait. Right.
Twilight. I love her, like, optimism about life.
Trust me, I know what it's like to see old friends, but I'll be right there to help things
You do?
along. I've broken the
Love
whole
that.
lesson down into a few easy.
Oh,
Shining
already? Dang.
Twilight.
He's already feeling like the
I didn't know
dad
you were meeting us.
Of course
vibes.
I am.
He's going
It's
crazy.
me, right here.
Bro, it was only like
Interesting and amazing.
it's only like a
but
day.
Surprising too, you know. I mean,
Getting your first lesson with this visit wasn't such a good idea.
Yes.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You're an aunt now. That's
Spike, you're a genius.
yeah.
He's like, oh god,
Genius. It's no big deal.
it's not.
Oh,
You
certainly
need to get
is.
over it. Oh, there's another
Of course, I
baby.
could be wrong.
Well, they're already in Alicorn, right?
Just be born with them.
Well, they.
The birth of an owl that's never seen.
Oh,
it is beyond
never
even our
happened.
understanding.
But I find it kind of odd. Yeah, there's never ever before this has been an Alicorn with someone else. You know, sometimes there's that trope that like when the show brings in a kid,
Ceremony?
it's kind of like dead in a sense.
oh no.
I don't think this is the case
I
for this
still
show,
interview the honor guards, so
especially
Superior
again
Crystal
after season
and Breaking
5.
Crystal.
Had that like that plot
You
line
can stay
for
here
a
with
little
me
bit
and
in
keep an
season
eye on the
5. So
baby.
Here's by facing them, not
Hmm.
by putting it off.
hey, Spike knew this whole time.
Let's go
Okay.
get this over with. Future depends on this moment.
Yeah, kind of right.
Highlight the importance of the
Because this is an important
I can't.
development for her.
Me? Oh.
Me?
know,
What's your
some
bro?
of this,
It's the same thing with
some
me
of
when people ask me what my job is.
different stuff.
Like,
Right now, I'm sort of.
Dear citizens,
Did something happen to you after I left for magic school?
Yes.
I don't see what that has to do with anything. Why would you even ask that?
No.
They're both
Like
hiding.
you said, I'm
Yeah, he's probably a bum. Not a bum, but
wizard.
that
I'm
status.
sure there's something on Twilight.
Aw. Oh. Ah.
Snow.
Oh. I was about to say, like, it's Amara back. That was gonna be crazy if he did. If he was. Baby predictions were correct. As if that wasn't the most obvious thing that was gonna happen. But baby is born. They are an alicorn. And I guess it's the first time this has ever happened. I kind of question that because really in the whole time there's been alicorns, princesses, and unicorns, all this stuff. There really hasn't been a baby born. I don't know. But it says it's the first time, so I'm not gonna really look too much into it. But the other side of the coin, we have Starlight. Starlight is struggling because she needs to get reunited with Sunburst. And it seems they're both afraid of actually saying why they are here or really what they've been up to or in between that. So that's actually really relatable, right? Because sometimes we see people that maybe that we don't want to see or maybe we feel forced to. And we kind of have to fake up image or we have to hide away what we've actually been doing. I think for the developments of just having Starlight there, the baby, and even Shining Armor, him kind of struggling through all this, I think it's interesting. And I'll save my thoughts on where I would maybe rank this one. Because, well, we still got to watch the second part. So, I will see you there. Oh, no, yeah, she's there. I see her there.
Miss Maine's material amity, rock hook's rapport, flash
Oh.
princess, fellow.
You're both hiding something?
Yeah.
Oh, I know
You
she
should
is.
Just get out of your mane. It's
What about you,
pretty
though?
obvious this is.
No, right. Yes.
Hmm.
No rest.
Come on, Spike.
The library here at the castle is nearly as extensive as the one in Canterlot. There's a good chance we can find something there.
Can
Nice. Princes working together.
I camped out all night for this spot. I'm not afraid to give it up.
Oh, those little wings.
Well, yeah, that's gonna make it
I know.
make them want to stay.
I am
She has instant transmission. Yeah, you're gonna have to go to Sunburst, huh? Oh my god. No, of course! I was just about to say. Make sure the book isn't destroyed.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm not even a wizard at all.
Hmm. Ah, yeah. He didn't meet expectations. You know, he was probably set up to be like something big, or at least in her eyes, right?
I know. You're the protege of the Princess of Friendship. I
Well,
don't think she
it
picks
just
just
happened.
any pony for that.
Well, if you knew the reason for that.
She's more of a student than a protege.
You don't know what it was like to be left behind. And
Oh.
they're so bitter that you steal the cutie marks from and attack them, but they beat you again and teach you about friendship, but you're so terrified that
You
you
know
find out
this.
what you did that you can't make any friends.
We bought it up inside her.
You.
Not become totally evil?
Yeah. No, I like this.
Let's just say we worked
Bro.
it all out. I think Twilight
Yeah,
would be proud of
I
us.
understand it.
Well, have you ever...
There gotta be some like Steven Universe gem fusion stuff, right? Like the princess can like combine. It can be held together, right? Yeah.
On one spell, you need to combine it with something else. Something
Wow.
unique to the relic
I'm actually
itself.
impressed. I got goosebumps.
Something that's combining that spell with
Oh.
the light and love of every pony gathered for the ceremony.
Goosebumps again.
Together with.
What do we have to lose?
I'm actually kind of scared. I don't know.
To be honest, Lord, but
It's like a
since it
twist
seems
where
like she'll be busy.
he's evil. If that ever happened, like that would have been insane.
It's so moving.
Nice music here. Why I got goosebumps? Ooh, the
Best
hair.
crystalline ever!
Share your unique gifts.
Goosebumps.
first. You may be more of a
Goosebumps
wizard
again.
than you think.
See this peaceful
Who's
little
this?
angel.
Oh, the
Aw,
parents.
So sweet.
Twilight's parents, right?
Come to your grandmare.
We haven't seen them
now,
since
anyway.
I
the
suppose that spell really
the
did
cutie
the
mark
trick.
episode. That's like season 1.
Well,
Aren't we gonna
I
say
think
hi to
you're the
them?
Crystal Empire's big important wizard. Whether
Nice.
you like it or not.
Good job.
I don't know if I'll have time for any wizarding.
Yes.
Like I'd ever lose touch with my oldest friend.
Ah, goosebumps again.
Give my pupil the attention she deserves.
Nah, you know, I think sometimes you gotta kind of go on their own, you know?
She needed to be put on the right path. But
Yeah.
giving her the space to make her own decisions worked pretty well.
There you go,
Isn't that how
Spike.
Celestia taught you?
Spike, there you go.
You know, I never
Good job.
thought about it.
That's what I'm
But I
saying.
guess
Like,
it
you
is.
at least offered
Maybe
them
you're a better
and
teacher
gave them
than
the
you thought.
space to do that, you know? Okay. No, My Little Pony, Edie. No podcast, right? Okay, I'm making sure. There we go, everyone. Season 6 has commenced. And this special, I don't want to say it's not as climactic as the rest of them that have happened so far, but this one could potentially be the weakest one. But I actually loved a lot of the messaging here, especially on Starlight's end. Starlight and Sunburst, reconnecting that. At first it felt kind of forced or awkward, but I do think that's how it is when you're reconnecting with a friend or you're both hiding things, so you actually can't get to the root of the problem. Maybe it was a little bit predictable that he was going to kind of come and save the day. But again, I loved that sort of end discussion that they had. Because again, they're both being vulnerable, they were both lying, they were both sort of hiding something. And eventually, it just really led to healthy communication. And at first, Starlight was really down on herself, and she kind of like didn't want to do it. But again, just they still push each other to be better people. She was always talking him up. Maybe in the beginning it was a very jealous and envious way, but still, she always talked him up. Always said, "Oh no, he's really good. He's really good." But throughout his life, he wasn't. He wasn't even a wizard. It was too hard for him, or he couldn't do it. Starlight, to confront him about the pain that caused her. Again, I wish they kind of went into that a little bit more, because it was a bit like quick and like, oh, that's impressive, and then they kind of just naturally going together. But I also think this is saying that, you know how we always want to have conflict, or we want to express ourselves and we think it's so destructive and, oh, I can't say this, this happened, it'll be the worst thing. We catastrophize, I think that's how you say it. And this is showing it's not really like that. If they're an understanding and honest person, yeah, like it shouldn't be this thing we fear. So again, I actually think the Starlight and Sunburst friendship is really relatable, and I think that this sort of episode, or the connection they had this episode and the breakthroughs, I actually think it's underrated. Flurry Heart, that's the name of the baby now. And yeah, now he's the crystallizer. So I think it's just going to be someone who sort of harnesses the power. Hopefully he doesn't turn evil. But that's kind of his job now. And the baby, for now, they seem to be sort of contained. And I actually like the situation that, because the heart was broken, now basically this entire place is very in danger of freezing and just basically dying over. And Twilight even right there was kind of saying, hey, I should have been a better teacher. But you don't always have to have your hand in every single thing. And she already had the push in that direction. Because if Twilight doesn't push her in that direction, or let Starlight do her thing, then that means this doesn't happen. They don't save the Empire. They don't rekindle the gem, the jewel, and she doesn't reconnect. So again, sometimes you just need to let things kind of work out themselves. You need to give people their space so they can do it, and you don't always have to have your hand in everything. So overall, I think I like the more sentimental things with this special. I don't think it's as stacked up as the other ones. And now I question, is this one better than the Sombra one? because I think the Sombra one was still so epic and grand and crazy. It just kind of let me down because they didn't really go more into his character. Versus this one, I think this one is more about like the aftercare of season 5, and here's the baby. Starlight's here now with us. Oh, and there is an impending doom because the freezing over of the Crystal Empire, which is technically, you could say, like a Sombra situation where he kind of comes back and takes it over. So it's kind of like the same thing, but I think it's like, okay, do you prefer a villain who's not developed, or do you like more rekindling of the past friendships and a new character being introduced? So I think initially I still do prefer the Sombra one, because again, I still remember how hyped it was, and even the whole ending with that. But this one is a lot more warm and a little bit uncomfortable in terms of even the parental aspect of it, from Starlight's awkwardness with Sunburst. So it's a bit difficult, but this might be the worst one. But again, see, if this is considered your worst special or part or whatever, again, like, you're doing still an amazing job. It doesn't have to be always so grand and shattering the meta and everything, and like, it doesn't have to be like that. Sometimes you need these more down to earth ones. So again, that's why I'm saying this one could be a little bit underrated for me, because I do appreciate more of the messaging and the more emotional awkwardness of it all. Again, maybe you want a little bit more development and time with certain interactions, or maybe a little bit more conflict. But again, like, we don't need that every single time for it to be good. So yeah, well, I went on a long rant there, but I think I'm just passionate about the approach that they're taking this time. Because again, too, this is the first time we've had something very laid. It's not laid back. I mean, like, the world's gonna freeze over. It's not laid back. But like, you know what I mean. The entire tone of this is usually just baby, Starlight, some danger. It's not like, it's nothing like this is gonna change the show. Actually, you never know. Maybe something from here just changed the show. I don't know. But there isn't that, like, that Sombra or Tarek or time travel or Nightmare Moon, the Chrysalis, you know. So overall, I would probably rate this like a 7.5 to an 8. Again, I think I could talk my way up to an 8ish, but I think maybe some elements maybe to a 7.5. So I think I'm kind of putting it in that area. Still good, still enjoyable, far from bad. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you for joining me on another beginning of a season 6. Hope you guys are hyped for it. I'm very hyped for it as well. We have a new character. Starlight's here too. So we shall see how it all unfolds. Alright, that's gonna be it for me. I will see you guys when I see you.